Hey, welcome to my Patreon. Thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate it. For $1 a month, I'm going to be giving you at least 4 videos a month. That's what I'm going to try and do. I hope I'm not going to fail you like I did on YouTube. I promise that's coming back. I promise. I thought I'd kick things off with a couple questions I've gotten over my streaming career on twitch.tv/CMDRJodo. I've had a couple questions on different fire gear that I have, and some people would like me to share it. So, I thought the first video would be an interesting video to share one of the things I talk about probably the most, and I haven't really shown anybody. So, I hope you enjoy it. These videos will only be here on Patreon. I will be doing stuff on YouTube as well that is not gameplay or let's play. But this will be just Patreon content. So anyway, I hope you enjoy. Welcome to the first Patreon on my Patreon. yes, this is the opening, and we're going with it this time because this definitely is the first time I'm recording this video, not the second time. I don't want to talk about it. I've been asked about different little firefighting things that I have. What are different things I've collected over the years about my firefighting, my EMS experience, and I think the oldest thing I have to date is definitely a very cool thing. You're in the middle of the night. You're a volunteer working for a small little department, and it's the mid-'80s. You're thinking about, well, how do I get dispatched to a call? Can I get a text on my cell phone? No, I cannot. This was the cell phone back in the day. No, you can't. There's no texting. There's no T9 texting on this. Hey, you're lucky if this even receives a phone call. Yes, this genuinely was my dad's phone until mid-2000s. It was 2006. Verizon said we can't support this anymore. We're going away from analog signal to digital signal. So you're going to have to get a new phone. Yes, I will get back to that in a minute. It's important for our story here. But no text messages. You're lucky if that phone even receives a phone call. So what do? Well, you go down the store, and you get, oh God, and you get yourself, nope, it's backwards, a Plectron Chief. Look at this thing! It is what we call a VHF radio receiver. You don't actually transmit from this. All it does is it picks up a very specific VHF frequency and transmit it out of its nice little speaker here. So you sit this huge thing on your bedside table and you turn it on. Yes, turn it on. You squelch it. And you turn it from monitor, which means that you're monitoring the frequency all the time, to tone. Which means if your specific department gets dispatched, this baby makes a huge noise. It goes beep, beep, boop, and then you wake up in terror. Look at how big this thing is. Like, come on now. It's huge. Oh, you can see a little bit inside there. Hey, there you go. You can see the speaker. Oh, hold on. See the speaker. Oh, this is weird. Speaker back here. You see those capacitors. Holy crap. This was back when things were built to last. And then you actually have an aerial attachment. Some people had aerials on top of their houses because they couldn't have very good signal in some places, and that was just what they had to do. But it's a cool piece of equipment. It's a cool little thing that I have hiding in the background of my streams and my YouTube videos, and I never got a chance to talk about. This was actually operational and working when I started with my fire department that I work with. Yes, so it was actually operational when I was working with the fire department the first couple of years. Had this on my bedside and actually got dispatched to some things. Hold on. We got a point of comparison. Oh. This was advertised as an in-home device, not a mobile device. This is what I use nowadays. Look at the size comparison. This, I'm sure some of you know, this is a pager. This is how I get dispatched to calls. It rings and I get an address and I go. And this was, you're lucky if you had a piece of paper and a pen next to you so that you could write down the address and figure out where it is, get a map book and go. So bit of a comparison difference here. I think this one's a little lighter. I'm not sure, but you're gonna have to take my word for it. This thing is a beauty though. I wish it still worked, but as I hinted with this bad boy, and actually the cellular companies did it first, our dispatching system in the area, at least the area that I work in, went from analog digital to completely digital. So only this bad boy can be working and not my Plectron here. But these two used to be a dynamic duo at one point. The brick phone, that this one's actually been run over by a truck before and it works just fine. And the Plectron Chief. Get you dispatched to wherever you need to go and get you there in a hurry. Can't take it with you though, even though it comes with a carrying handle for some reason. I'm not sure who's carrying this around like a suitcase, but you know, to each their own. But I'm super bummed that this will actually never be able to be used again because it doesn't receive a digital signal, unfortunately. But this, back in the day, before we had these, was how you would get dispatched to a call, a fire, a wreck, a CPR, a aid call, whatever it was. This is how you get dispatched, and boy, is it a cool little thing. It is stout too. This is built to last. This is like one of those old Yamaha receivers that you get back in the 80s. It's built just like that, so you know it was good quality, I tell you what. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you coming by. I appreciate... Oh, focus. There we go. It wants to look at... Because you're a chief now. Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. I promise you I'm not going to be blatantly ripping off other people. This was just the best camera angle to kind of visualize this thing. And I threw this in here just for fun because when do you see blasts from the past like this? God, my camera. How can you shoehorn this into a video, right? I mean, I never used this. My dad did until Verizon, his cellular company, said, we can't support this anymore. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. And hopefully you'll check me out at twitch.tv.com, twitch.tv/CommanderJodo, and over on YouTube as well. I'll be posting some videos as well. Thanks again very much, everybody. Love you all. Take care. And we'll see you in the next one.